Okay guys, next up we're in side control. We have the underhook. We have a 360-degree control over his arm. We tucked our elbow in. We have a nice pyramid position here. My two knees are on the mat, my hands on the mat. If Neil tries to put his back on the floor, he can't. From here, I immediately put my head on his hip. I start to go in a semi-sprawl here. I lift one leg up. I have my hip down. My shoulder is driving into Neil's hip. If Neil tries to turn towards me, his hip is completely blocked by my body weight. Let's rotate here. As I'm driving, my entire body weight and my toes are driving in the ground to push against him. My partner's completely stuck. He's under a lot of tension. It doesn't matter if it's late in the match and things are slippery. He's completely stuck here. Okay, it's a fantastic pin. We call it the power pin for a reason. Okay? From here, I step over the head. I slide my knee in this space that I created. I put one knee up, one knee down. It's really important you put one knee up, one knee down. Some black belts like to put two knees down. I really want you guys to keep one knee up. Okay? Let's rotate here now. Sometimes my partner's going to connect his hands, and he's going to give me no space for me to thread my foot. See, he's giving me no space. Can you rotate, please? It's for me to thread my foot. Now look, because I have my knee up, you can notice that his chin is stuck right between my calf and hamstring. Not a good place for his neck to be. Look how I lean forward. I lean forward to take the weight off my feet and put them on my hands. Okay? When I lean forward, I'm going to slide my leg behind his neck. And now I'm going to go into a scissor position. Guys, do not triangle here. If you triangle here, you can lose him. Okay? He can pivot and get up on his knees. I straighten my legs. I scissor my legs. Now look, I scissor my legs and I try to shrimp and find that sweet spot on his neck. Okay? This is going to come with experience. You're going to find that sweet spot on his neck. And now look here, Neil's neck is completely unprotected. Don't move just yet, Neil, okay? Look, if I squeeze here, I'm going to tap him out. But I'll tell you something. This move, you never tap anybody out with this move. I'll tell you why. Because once you do this, even if it's the guy's first day in Jiu-Jitsu or he's a black belt, if this guy were in Neil's position, he's a black belt or it's his first day in the practice room. When I start squeezing his neck, he's going to use his right arm to alleviate the pressure. He's going to go and try to unlock my legs. Okay? They all do that. They have to because he's going to get tapped here. When he does so, look how I pummel my foot under his arm. Okay? I clear his elbow. Now, Neil, can you connect your hands here? Look, now I'm exactly where I want it to be. Pull him in, get to my knees, lock that triangle. Okay? I go, get to my knees, lock that triangle. I prop on my elbow, lock my triangle on him, and now look where he is. I threaded my leg in. Okay, so let's see that again. I'm here like this, and I'm at scissor choke. I'm choking him. He uses his right arm to defend himself. When he does so, I pummel my leg in. Once I pummel my leg in, I close my triangle. Once I close that triangle, we're back to what we saw earlier. Okay, where you're doing the headrest, single leg, a single arm kimura, bridging. If that's not working, lock your hands, please. I can't unlock. I prop up on my elbow. I prop up on my hand. I turn my knees to the mat. I slide my hooks in tight. I slide that triangle in tight towards the camera. I grab my own foot, and what we saw earlier. Okay? Let's see that again. We're in the north-south kimura. His hands are in tight. I cannot thread my foot in. No problem. I shift my weight forward towards his hips. And now you can see I slide my leg under. I scissor. I start to choke here. My partner has to relieve the pressure or he's going to get tapped. I pummel my leg inside. Let's do that slowly, okay, because it was really fast. I'm trying to scissor here. He's relieving pressure with his right arm. Look, don't move your arm, don't move your arm. Look how I swing my leg around and I trap that elbow. Once I trap that elbow, my leg is now between his two arms. I can start to bridge on my head and get to that kimura position. Okay. See one more time, different angle. I'm here like this. I'm a north-south kimura. I can't thread my leg in. I'm going to lean forward, slide my leg underneath his head. From here, I start to scissor my legs. I don't triangle here, okay? There's no need to triangle. It's a weaker control, okay? It's a weaker choke and a weaker control. I cross my ankles. I start to squeeze. He alleviates pressure. He took the bait. I swing that leg in, okay? Guys, if he doesn't alleviate the pressure, let go of my leg. Keep your hands locked. The guy's going to tap. He's going to pass out, okay? He has to alleviate that pressure. When he alleviates that pressure, look how I swing my leg under. Let's do that slowly. I swing my leg under his elbow. I attack that elbow. From here, if he locks his hands, I have a variety of finishes like we saw earlier. One of them I like to do is prop up on my elbow, prop up on my hand. Elbow or hand is fine. I pull on this elbow and I drive my knees to the mat. I reconnect my triangle. I grab my own foot. And here's that squeeze. And we got to finish here. Guys, if you cannot thread the foot in, go to the scissor choke, put him in a dilemma. He either defends that scissor choke or he gets stopped. Let's give it a try.